Hello, Cheddar Cheese right here in LA, and you are watching the Dirtbag Dan Show. Woo!
Boy, I got my mind on cake. Boy, I got my mind on cake.
Hustle every night and day. Boy, I got my mind on cake.
This is off.
Oh, shit. Dirtbag Dan Show. Episode 69.
Boing.
On your vagina, all five of our female fans. Do we still have them? Four.
No,
Three.
the last couple, yeah.
Two.
Apparently, you can all get it.
X buttons are being clicked everywhere right now.
Check out our new graphic. Dirtbag Dan Show t-shirts on motherfucking deck.
What?
We got Abel in this bitch. We got me.
We got Puerto Rican caustic in
Puerto
this
Rican
bit.
Kazi. Long Skylar, why is your face so long? Horse body. Skylar needs rubber nipples in this
Skylar
one.
looks like that old painting of like the farming
Someone hit
couple.
me up. Someone hit me up and they were like, "The black guy isn't black." I was like, "What the fuck? What are we gonna do? We're all white,
Jesus Christ,
and then Abel's
man.
face is black."
They don't
It's a
get
black
it.
and white picture. Do
They
you want
don't
him to
get
be
it.
fucking Noob Saibot in this motherfucker?
That's awesome. Sorry,
shit's
guys.
ridiculous.
I couldn't figure out a way to make Abel black. On that.
Oh, Illmaculate. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we on the air?
Yeah, we are on the air.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so
How about
many
it?
fucking upgrades.
Hey, shouts out to our sponsor this episode, Failed Youth Clothing. They're also sponsoring Battle of the Zay 4. The homie from Failed Youth has been following the show for a long time, and they're stoked to get involved with the battles and with the podcast. You can find all their ill gear at www.failedyouthclothing.com. We'll put the link in the description as well. Check that shit out, bro. Battle of the Zay 4, August 14th and 15th. And the first battle, which is basically less than 2 weeks away now, and the first big battle of the weekend is Darth Tone from Reno, who's battled with us before. I think he's like the standout from the Reno League.
Yeah.
And then also we have QP.
Quantum physics,
QP coming to do his first battle for Battle of the Zay.
which is exciting.
So I hope he shows up.
Yeah.
I'm not like I'm not counting on it at this point, but like I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and hope we get a QP appearance. It's not that far
A QP sighting?
from where I think he lives, so I don't know. We're just gonna keep our fingers crossed and hope that's the case. But yeah, these Dirtbag Dan Show t-shirts will be available at the Battle of the Zay 4.
They're not on there.
Yeah,
They're
well-
not.
Oh no, whatever. The shirts that we just showed you with the graphic. The graphic will be down here as
You know,
well.
in
whatever.
retrospect, I guess I should have made myself a little buffer and bigger than you guys.
You should have put.
I should have like
You just have a dick with a piercing underneath it.
just a free range. It's not even attached to
You
anything.
just look like a depressed biker.
We're gonna get Illmac on the Skype right now and have a conversation with young Illmaculate about a few things. You guys been following? You guys been following this whole situation with? We talked about the Meek and Drake shit last week, but have you been following the biggest beef in rap music, which has clearly been Shoddy Horror and Illmaculate with their back-to-back renditions?
Yeah. They love each other.
They went at each other. It was pretty cool. They actually both.
Thank you.
Illmac had released the first.
So
Shoddy
welcome.
had released the first shot, right? And then Illmac, unlike Meek, Illmac was ready to go. He released his response, which was New Chain, and he had the situation with the diss to Shoddy on the end in kind of response to the shit that Shoddy said. And then Shoddy came back with Back to Back, which I thought was dope. It was very directed entirely towards Illmac.
They both
barred
made
out.
songs called Back to Back.
Well, Back to Back was the name of the Drake diss that came after.
I understand
Charged Up, but yeah, they used the Back to Back beat. It was done to Back to Back.
All right.
Yeah. So
Cool, guys.
Yeah.
it was cool. I liked. I'm gonna be honest. I think I liked.
job.
I liked Shoddy's second one better, and I liked Illmac's first one better. So I'm almost like.
So it's 1-1 right now.
It's
They
1-1.
We need a third round. We need
It's
a 3-peat,
1-1.
is
Now
what
they,
you're saying.
now they need to like arm wrestle, and someone's gonna go over the top. And
Their
it's
beef
gonna
is
fucking-
contingent upon Drake's release. Of
I got
3-peat.
Smurfs and honey roasted nuts if any of y'all want them. And it's not a sober episode.
That's a lot of nuts.
It's a strawberryta episode of the Dirtbag Dan Show.
Is that a thing?
So it is a sober
Yeah,
episode.
that's how you know Dirt's getting loose, right? He really does got that strawberry.
They're just
Hold
gonna
on.
lose his
I think we got
virginity at his
Illmaculate on the
fucking
screen. Let's get this
quinceañera
shit going.
tonight.
Let's get this shit going. Hold on.
Just drop a couple fucking date rape drugs in there and you're good to go.
Get my Cosby on. Oh, he's sideways. He's sideways. Get him straight up.
That makes sense.
Oh, my God.
He's sideways.
Ah!
Just leave it. It'll even out. Fuck.
Oh, there he goes. He's gone.
Hey,
He's
I
done.
like this though.
Illmaculate, are you even there?
You should just shoot the show like that, huh?
Hello, Scrillmaculate?
Let it go.
Dude, your microphone sucks.
Headset the fuck
Take
outta
the
here.
microphone off. Just unplug it and use just the phone. Can you hear me? Oh,
Oh
Hello.
my god.
hello.
Let's start the show over. And just forget about this.
I can't, dude.
It's like Illmaculate's stuck in a digital world and we can't get him out.
He's actually trapped
Still
in the
sideways too.
Can you hear us?
phone. Dude, I feel like I'm watching Indian in the cupboard.
We're losing him every time. We can't get him straight up.
Tell him to find Jeff Bridges. If he wants to escape.
What?
Oh, man.
Why are you coming at me sideways, bro?
He's had enough.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, now he's straight up and down.
Wow.
He said, "Why are you coming at me sideways, bro?"
I think he had it upside down.
All right. We're not doing this shit. We're done.
I want to free you from your phone prison.
We're done.
I know.
Tiny man, I can save you.
Just break the screen and climb
break
through.
break the glass and escape. It's funny because he's a small person.
Yeah.
Like that. He's
In
actual.
real life.
That was actual size.
And we have another interview with Jonah Tacoma from Dabstars. Dabstars is
He's not going to fit in the phone.
I feel like the Dabstars one is going to work. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Dabstars today, talking with us, Jonah Tacoma. Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience real fast? You are on the Dirtbag Dan Show, my friend.
Hold on. Oh, my God.
Oh, you got a big-ass joint
I think
lit.
we have a slight delay.
Yeah. We got a slight delay. We had some technical difficulties on our end, but I could actually hear you now. You're smoking something lovely. What are you puffing on there, my friend?
This is some weirdness. Apparently, motherfuckers are rolling joints out of corn, so it's like a corn roll of some kind.
What the fuck?
But it tastes all right to me.
So the paper is made of corn.
Grass Rolling Company in New York.
Oh, that's pretty.
It is. Someone handed me these, and I have to admit they're not bad at all.
Dude, you should see Abel's face right now. It is lit up like a small
He's into
child.
our boy is like ultra organic, and he like won't smoke the zigzags that I roll
This
up.
is some super vegan, organic, kosher shit right here.
Look at how shiny your forehead just
Is
got,
it
man.
not
That shit is
GMO?
crazy.
Well, Mr. Tacoma,
I'm gonna mail him a pack of these.
I'll
talk,
fuck with it.
talk to us about Dabstars. You guys on Facebook, the Dabstars page has damn near 1 million motherfucking likes, dude.
Damn, son.
We are about 8 days from 1 million motherfucking likes. Dabstars is a lifestyle brand. One of the hardest questions I've ever had to answer is what is Dabstars, because we didn't have a definition for it ourselves. We saw that motherfuckers were getting famous in cannabis and that the dab scene was blowing up, and we knew it had to be documented. So we started having people hold up the Dabstar logo, taking a picture of them and explaining baseball card style why they were cool and why they were getting famous. And that concept went viral. So
That's
Sick.
epic,
it's a
bro.
cool job now.
I've definitely like realized like
Thank you, sir.
the growth and the popularity in the whole like 710 movement. We did a song on our last album, Concentrate, and we had released multiple music videos for the songs on the album, but the video for Concentrate is at like 170,000 views. It's definitely like 3 or 4 times.
It is the best dab song on the planet. What are you talking about?
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's what made
Thank
me
you.
a fan. I watched the show. I'm not just here because I'm on. I love this shit.
Sick.
Awesome.
So make sure you motherfuckers follow the Triple D show on Twitter and shit.
It seems like you've got your own setup going on. What is it, do you have a show of your own? Or is this
See,
just...
that's what I'm saying. It's hard to. it's hard to quantify what we're doing over here because we're expanding in so many directions. The reality is that things off. We went from being poor to having money, and now we're just doing crazy shit because we want to do it. We went to the Super Bowl this year. I'm from a town of 2,000 people. We didn't have heat growing up. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
my dad used to fire up a wood stove that he made himself. So it's big things.
That's great.
The first video or the first word I heard of Dabstars was the 400-gram dab situation, where the dude was just
shit.
fucking taking that monster.
I
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
You know what? That could. I said I'm glad you didn't say drive-through dabbing.
Oh no, drive-through dabbing.
the
I'm gonna
400
play
gram
that
dab
shit
is-
on the show.
I was drunk for that. That's
Oh,
what
it's
I'm
great.
telling you.
That's a great idea, bro. Go on though. I'm sorry.
Expose live on the Back Dan Show. No, that's what's funny. So what's going viral these days?
Yeah, I mean, the whole like notion of taking a 400-gram dab is just it's insane. I actually I went and did Getting High with Adam Hill show, and I took a 0.5 joint, and I was dead. I was murdered. You know what I'm saying? So 800 times that is what somebody fucking took care of. And you guys sponsored that or what? What does that mean? You guys fucking made sure the wax was there?
We decided that there was nothing cool happening up in our neck of the woods, so we started doing what's going to be a regular event called Northwest Nights. And so the first theme for our first show was the world's biggest dab. I'm going to have to go out there and say that I did not invent the concept. We saw motherfuckers doing this shit on the internet, and we said we could do that slightly bigger than you. So they were doing a 200-gram box. We took 400 grams, put it together, and we had so many people show up for this thing. Instead of doing it in this like little IP cave where we would have blacked it out and murdered a bunch of people, we ended up doing it in the main area. So we left room for improvement, and I'm glad other people are up in the bar.
Yeah, I'm definitely
There's already a 448.
Yeah, that's crazy. I seen that the drive-through dabs video, which I'm definitely going to play on the show, whether you like it or not, is already at over 500,000 views. When did that shit come out? That's relatively new, right?
Yeah, you know what? Fox News totally ran with that because they're assholes. So we don't watch Fox News over here. That was probably the most insignificant that we've ever put out. We were at an establishment nearby that shall not be named, and we went there for burgers. Everybody was in a good mood. We were slightly festive, and I ordered our stuff, and it was a confusing order because I was confused. And at the end of it, I decided to take her out of her box a little bit and I asked if they accepted dab as a form of payment, and she said sure. So filmed. They were aware that we were filming, and we paid for our stuff with dabs. And I honestly thought like 100 people were gonna see that fucking video. I mean, our YouTube is very small compared to our Facebook and that.
No, yeah, your YouTube only has like
it
has like 175 or 1,075 subscribers. Like compared to your Facebook, it's super small.
I need a hug, bro. My YouTube is fucking weak right now. But we don't have a lot of content. We're still learning this. We went viral on accident, and this wasn't planned. We didn't expect Dabstars to be a business. And when it finally was, I went to rich motherfuckers in New York and said, hey, I'm reaching millions of people, and I understand that these are the numbers that make people rich, but I don't know where to go from here. And some smart guy in the corner of the room picked me up and gave more money than I've ever seen in my life. And off of Dabstars and off into the races. So
yeah, that's crazy,
cool
man.
Shit.
I think it's definitely like it's one of those situations where you guys had a good idea at the right time, and we're able
at the right time.
And we're able to find people that were able to help it push it forward. There you are. Yo, I'm sorry.
We're back.
People are fucking bugging.
We're in it. Yeah. Text Illmac. A lot of people are paddling for the wave right now, and some of us are surfing it because we put it on the line a long time ago. So if you're in cannabis right now, you're successful. The music industry and the cannabis industry have a lot of parallels, so it's fun to start exploring this kind of stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. I've definitely found that we kind of fit in naturally with these HempCon style, like 710. We just did the Terps Classic last week, and it's
motherfuckers smoke pot.
Yeah, man, and forever, right? And like our music is definitely in line, but also with the dab shit, I think that we were a little ahead of it with putting out the song Concentrate, because in here where I'm from in San Jose, I think people were a little ahead of it with regards to taking dabs, and I remember making BHO, or I knew people hypothetically who were making BHO using like fucking PVC pipes in like the 90s and shit. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not a new thing. It's just the culture really took off over the last few years, and you guys were really right at the helm of that shit.
The reality is it's a technological evolution. We've taken pot as a generation and we've evolved it. We've added to it. It's our contribution to cannabis. Normal pot comes in about 30% THC at its greatest. We're seeing extracts all the way up to 99% with fractional distillations. So dabbing has kind of blown up, but like you said, my first extract machine was a Gerber baby food jar. We'd fill that fucker with weed, you'd poke a hole in the top, you spray butane in it and turn it upside down, right? And you put that on weed and smoked it right away. There was no fancy across international.
Yeah, and like all the vacuum shit and the closed loop systems, all that shit came in real fast, because it seems like it was just a few years ago that people were just whipping shit in the Pyrex, you know what I mean, and just keeping the work going.
No one even wanted to say what temperature wax was made at.
Yeah,
that was a trade secret.
Yeah.
Try to do my shit.
Yeah, everybody be burning their shit. No, the other thing that I wanted to ask you guys about that I heard about was that you guys were lining up some more world record shit. You guys were working on somebody smoking the largest fucking joint in history. Is this true or what?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like cannabis is kind of on the national forefront right now. People are paying attention to what's happening, so if we can fuck around and have some fun, we're going to do it. So our next Northwest Nights is going to be the world's biggest joint. The record right now is 3 pounds, so Tony Hands and She Smokes Joints is going to do a nice custom Northwest 4-pounder for us.
God
super familiar, familiar with Tony Greenhands. I follow him on Instagram. If you ever see the joints where it's like the face mask smoking a joint, you know what I mean? Or like super just intricate stuff.
Yeah, very artistic, crazy, fucked up shit. Yeah.
Dude, man, you guys should start having like dab battles. Yo, you guys should really start.
I agree. You know what?
Like Iron Man competitions, you know what I'm saying?
The Iron Lung.
The more you open it up, the more you make this shit interactive, the more people respond to it. And I think that's what's been cool about Dabstars is the shit's not about us. It's about motherfuckers like you that are doing shit, and we want to shine a light on it. So we've been blessed with a very big light, and I think as long as we keep on that path, it'll continue to do big things. So we want you motherfuckers to come out and try this giant joint with it.
Dude, what is that? Is that this is in Denver or what? What's the date on this situation? How can people watch this?
It'll be in Seattle.
Seattle.
We're looking yes, sir. End of August after we get back from Michigan High Times. So we'll get you guys with it. If you really want to make it out here, we'll pay for your accommodations or something. We'll make it worth your time.
Bro, I will come and I will cover that shit for the podcast. I will film multiple behind the scenes interviews, and I want to fucking be a part of smoking gigantic joint. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it. And if you have other world record ideas, we seem to have a role going here.
You guys are going to become the fucking Guinness of weed, man. That shit is crazy.
Right? We just want Guinness to come to weed and acknowledge that we're doing some funky shit. Wouldn't it be nice if they actually put us in the book and said, you know what, the most weed ever consumed happened right here?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
They got beer, right? I mean, they've done this with beer. They've had like the most beers drinking and shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's legal.
We've been normalized. We've been decriminalized. Everybody's still catching up to policy. We still get the weird looks. We still hide our weed in our car. We still freak out when the cop gets behind us. But the reality is the shit's changed. Our kids won't have to experience that. And I don't hide pot from my kids. I don't pretend I don't smoke. I let them know this is daddy's medicine. Don't fuck with it.
Yeah, it's just like alcohol. You treat it just like the beer in the fridge. You don't touch my fucking beer. You don't touch my fucking weed. When you're old enough, we'll roll a joint together and we can fucking laugh about it on the fucking porch. You know what I mean? But when you were stealing it from me,
you can smoke the shit at the house until you're old enough to buy it yourself, motherfucker.
Right, my sacks aren't looking like they did when I left. Our kids are gonna be us. That's what's gonna be cool about it. They're gonna grow up doing all the fucked up shit that we did, but they're not gonna get in as much trouble as we did. They're not gonna have a criminal record because they smoked pot after school.
I'm taking a dab with you right now,
No,
Jonah.
Thank you. That's badass.
You're smoking a corn
I'm
joint.
fucking being a bad representative of this corn joint because I've had to light it like 8 times, but I'm just a shitty roller. I'm not a skilled technician.
I had some fruit punch extract from Slick Extracts, which is like cherry Kush fucking Versace OG mix, some shit. It gets so fancy, bro, but it just it tastes good.
I can smell it.
It's got some fruity notes
You
to
know
it.
what? That's what's
You've got some
the
fruity
modern
notes.
dabbing game is it's evolved. It's about terpenes at this point.
Yeah.
If you don't have the terpenes, then we don't want your shit. I want it to smell like cheating.
Yeah, well, the reality is that like you can make BHO from the shittiest tree, and it's gonna get you fucking lit. But it's also going to make you feel exactly the way the shittiest tree does. And ideally, you can get some wax that tastes just like the fucking flower. That's my kind of wax. You know, I like
Amen.
OG that tastes like OG. You know what I mean? I like fucking Girl Scout cookies that taste like Girl Scout cookies. You know what I mean? And I think there's definitely oversaturations and shit.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'd like tasting something tangerine and then actually tasting a tangerine at the end, though. You know what I mean? That's fucking nice.
Amen. And you know what? For a while, that was lost because there was such a demand for BHO that you could put any shitty product out there on the market, and there was a lot of really bad trim runs. What it smells in the bag, kids, is what it's going to taste like on the slab. Don't boo-boo. Save us all some headache.
And that's just realistically, we're lucky. We're West Coast dudes. The closer you get to the center of the country, the more you're dealing with that shitty, you know, soupy, goopy, black tar wax. You know what I mean? Because they're still taking what they could get. You know what I mean? But eventually, shit's going to open up. Legality is going to move in that direction because obviously these states need the revenue. And then you're going to see fucking good, tasty wax coming out of Nebraska, and that'll be the fucking day. You know what I mean?
Jair, the owner of Gavita Lights, told me America's great as long as you stay on the edges. And I think, wise, that's kind of true. We're very progressive on the coast, and you get to the middle, and it's like fucking Iraq or something. I just got back from Kansas. I was way too flagrant with my weed, and they looked at me like I just wanted to go to jail or something. And I just truly didn't understand. I hadn't been outside of a medical state in so long. We were at the Wiz Khalifa show. I thought I should be handing out joints because it's what we do.
Speaking of which,
it'll get there.
Speaking of which, Jonah, I'm playing a show this weekend in Port Orchard, Washington. It's called Up in Smoke. The Sugar Factory, I think, is behind the putting the shit together. It's very 710 related. All pictures of gooey trees on the fucking shit. But I'll shoot you guys the flyer. You guys come through if you're if you're fucking in the area. You know what I mean?
I actually have to be on a plane 4:00 in the morning for LA, and I will be gone for a week. But that's something I would love to do. What we will do is get staff there because we'd love to cover it for the page and our shitty YouTube, and we'll work it out.
We got to build together, my friend. We got to build. I'm fucking. We're way too like-minded.
Chase loan here. This is networking. No one in cannabis got to sit down and give their business plan and walk out with a bank loan. We had to bootstrap our shit. We had to grow pot and make deals and work and get our companies off the ground. And you're no different. I think this is episode 66 or some shit, right?
No, 69.
Oh, for all the ladies out there, Jonah
vagina.
Tacoma hit you on episode 69.
Get him. Check out this drive-through dabs video so we can see Jonah Tacoma in action real fast.
We're all over the place.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Terrible.
What's up, guys? I'm Jonah Tacoma, and we are at the drive-thru where apparently they take dabs. So we're gonna see. Who's first?
Hi.
We can pull this off, right? All right, Brian, right here. Who's number one? There we go.
Serious too.
Next.
Damn, this is amazing.
Damn, he just took it inside with him too.
Next. Whoop. Never happened. All right, only in America, kids.
Why's it gotta be the brothers? I thought the little white girl was gonna take one too.
Where's the remote? You said it was right in
It's
front
right-
of you.
it's
right in front of
there.
you again.
Still
I
right.
hope neither
Not
of those
this one, the
dudes-
fucking
Oh,
TV
You had it the
remote?
whole time, bro. What are you
Jesus.
doing with
What'd you
it?
do with it?
Oh no, bro.
Everyone is so
Where'd you
yelly.
put it?
Y'all scared me, bro. You were yelling at me.
Anyways, I really enjoyed
Put
that
up the-
video.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
good.
I hope those guys
So
didn't
he's-
lose their job.
So that
or
was
any
on
shit
Fox
like
News?
that.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Once he
How
gets
many
on
views?
Fox News, somebody's gonna be like, "Who is that?"
He said that was on Fox News.
I thought I heard.
Yeah,
him
that's
say
what
that.
I
And they,
thought I
and
heard.
they
He said they picked
slandered
it up.
him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's terrible. What are they doing?
I don't know. He's a G for that. It's almost worth
Yeah.
ignoring the Barcelona jersey and just watching the entire video just for what it is.
They could have blurred out the jersey.
They could have
though.
blurred out the jersey.
Yeah,
I
could
felt
have done
like.
without that.
Yeah.
Could have just put an American flag
That was
over it.
fantastic. Those dudes are tight.
Yeah, and we
The
got
older
some
guy
great
was thinking
ideas.
about it. He's like, no, I better not. My wife
We're
would be
definitely
pissed.
gonna hit him up because we got some great ideas for some
World records.
What do you want?
Hold on.
Let's all think of a world record.
We're gonna cut to some
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
behind the scenes footage from fucking me taking fucking zip lines in Alaska. That's a ridiculous thing to cut to. Right?
Why would
Really?
you do? Really?
What?
I was scared too. You
I
can
feel
tell.
like-
I'm like, oh my god. I'm like freaking out in the whole process
are we
of doing
watching-
it.
are we
have
on
it.
we
vacation
really
now?
gonna do
Yeah,
that
like
right now?
I got footage of it. We could if we wanted to. But I got
vacation footage.
What
we- I
happened?
think
Yeah,
it-
let's
that's
just cut
my
to some of Dirk's
slideshow.
thing.
Do we want to?
I
is the
gotta
question.
find the remote, and we gotta get fucking Illmac on.
So
the
this
phone.
is pretty
So
much
we
a
gotta
commercial
cut
break.
to something.
All right.
This is a
Can
commercial
Why don't
break,
we
guys.
just
put like
talk
really
and I'll look
sarcastic
for the
music
remote?
Don't
to
fucking
it?
talk. I gotta get Illmac on the phone too. We gotta get to set the whole thing up. It ain't gonna work. We gotta cut to
Oh.
something, Skyler.
All right, cut to
here
it.
are our
Cut to
options.
We can't Mystery Science Theater this.
I got like a smoke weed on a mountain in Alaska thing too. I think I could throw that in there. That's a little better than ziplining. We'll do
Wow.
both. We'll do fucking both.
I got me
We're
making
really,
eggs.
we're really
We can
winging
watch
this
that.
one, huh?
It's pretty fucking adventurous.
I no, it should totally.
Yeah, it is. Throw
So
it on.
here, all right. Here's your first installment of Dirtbag Dan home movies.
Chia, Dirtbag Dan Show. We're back. I don't know if we went to the video
We just lost him.
of me.
Got him.
I don't know. I think we edited something.
I hope so.
Illmaculate's here with us finally. We actually got him on the screen this time around. This is a pretty odd episode of the Dirtbag Dan Show. Hey, hey, title shot. Title shot right
this shit up.
Title shot right around the corner, dude. What's up, bro? You about to be the champ or what? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah. No chain.
I feel like you're a definite you're someone who I think has what people think are the skills that are necessary to beat Pat Stay. You know what I mean? I think we've clearly learned with Pat Stay in certain battles that he's done that certain kinds of battlers don't work well against him. You know what I mean? And I think your style isn't one of those styles that is on that list of shit that Pat has faced yet or has easily dispatched of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he hasn't battled anybody like me before. I'm actually like genuinely surprised that he was with this shit. To be honest, you know.
Yeah.
I was too. Exactly. When I heard about the battle, I was like, damn, I wouldn't have expected him to have accepted that battle of all the battles that he could have probably taken. Because when you're in Pat's position, I suppose you have more of an opportunity to take different battles, especially since was Sharon his last title defense?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. I don't know.
Oh, well, no, because he battled Calico, but I don't think that was he battled Calico, but that wasn't.
No, it's definitely Sharon.
That wasn't a title defense.
I'm just trying to act cool. Like I don't know too much. You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, it was Sharon.
No, so I mean, realistically, Sharon was a bite the bullet battle for him, at least the way he made it appear. So it seemed like he could have been more choosy with opponents at that point, and you wouldn't have been someone. You would definitely be someone who I would have thought would have been caliber or should be chosen, but not someone who I would have thought Pat would put on the top of his list of motherfuckers to battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. I think among like every post I seen organic post like who should be the next champ, especially since Blackout. There was a little bit of mention before then, but I think it all just built up to what it is. And I remember at Blackout after the DNA, after the whole event, I tweeted something along the lines of like, "Oh, I might come for the chain next." It was after me and Pat actually kicked it like all night or whatever. But ever since then, people have been kind of, talking about it. And every time I seen Organic post about it, my timeline blew up. Facebook, Twitter, whatever. So it was kind of an overwhelming, I think, demand for it to where he finally hit me up and was like, "Yo," because we're cool, whatever. Like, "Yo, are you trying to do this? Like, I'm on the fence. I fuck with you, whatever." And I'm like, my whole sentiment going into this, honestly, was I want to battle the best. I got respect for him. He knows that. It's no secret. I'm like, yes, let's do it.
Yeah, Pat's super gay and sentimental like that, right? Like he'll call you and be like, "Hey, yo, what do you think, man?" Like, I would have if I'm Pat, I would have called you and been like, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Just so you know, you're the next one who's gonna get."
No, I gave him a bunch of shit. No, and I gave him a bunch of shit too. And I was actually trying to inspire the old plumber. I was like, I'm like, "Yeah, man, I told him, I said, yeah, I told him, hey, it could have been anyone, I fuck with you. We'll get some drinks after. It's unfortunate it had to be you, but, you're in the way."
Do you think in general,
and he's like, he said, "I usually prefer battles with a storyline." I go, "Let me break it down for you. Here's the storyline. You want to remain that guy, and you're in the way. It's unfortunate, but I'm going to be the better man." He was like, "Oh, don't inspire me." I'm like, "Yo, hey," "I don't care what anyone says about you. I know you still got it." I'm like, "I'm going to bring the best out."
Do you think
it's going to be interesting.
You think that's some shit that comes from that's some West Coast shit? Like, because it's always the East Coast guys that want to fucking call and be like, "Yo, I don't know about this," because we homies. Back in the day, we used to show up to battles, and it would be like Illmac and Thesaurus. It was the same motherfuckers all the time. We'd show up and I'd be like, "Yo, I'm fucking all y'all up today." You know what I mean? And everybody had that attitude. Like, everybody'd be like, it's me and you next.
Anybody can get it, yeah.
And it's like, it wasn't like it didn't mean we were cool.
I don't know if that's an East Coast or West Coast thing. I'm not sure.
Kind of seems like it.
I'm not. Yeah, I guess me and Thesaurus talked very briefly before we battle. I talked to Kay a little bit before I battled, like very briefly, and then once both those were locked in, there was no other words exchanged till we're in the ring, So I understand it a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe it's more predominant on the East Coast, but I've definitely had those similar conversations, Mm-hmm. But me and Thesaurus was really like, they come with the bread. Do you want to do it? And it was like, well, the bread's there, and then that was the last either one of us spoke up until the battle,
Are you planning on getting? Are you planning on getting physical with Pat?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shake his hand before the battle.
All right. Yeah.
I've been training for that. I've been working out. I'm not trying to get injured before the battle starts by having him shake my hand too hard.
I would say eat as much as you can so you weigh a lot and you're hard to throw.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that would be a good look for him.
I had the unfortunate
battle rapper throws tiny battle rapper.
I had the unfortunate circumstance
That
of
would be
having
the
to
YouTube
go
tag.
toe to toe with Illmaculate one time, and I feel bad for Pat Stay. I don't think he can handle that fury. I'm just gonna put that out there in the world. I feel like Pat. if there was any battle where Pat better just keep it cool, man, it's this battle, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
don't push. Hey, I will say this too. I remember in the Arsenal battle, a lot of people forgot this because it happened after Disaster Cannabis, which was such a fucking shit show that everything happened after was like destroyed.
Yeah. Fucking ruined
Ilmac was hella drunk and he was battling Arsenal.
Including my sobriety.
Yeah, Ilmac was super drunk and he was battling Arsenal. And I don't know if it was in like the second or third round, but he legit started like threatening Arsenal during the battle. He was like, I'll fuck you up. It's like, he was hella serious. He was dead ass serious, threatening Arsenal that he was going to fuck him up.
His boy Ray Swag like stepped up because he said something about like have him do you like choke Mook or like you choke Mook or something. I remember stepping drugly stepping up and putting my neck out. I was like, go ahead.
That's fucked up.
I survived Dirtbag Dan guillotines. Like this is nothing.
Dog, I remember watching Cannabis and Disaster with you, and you kept threatening to throw like a bottle at Cannabis or something. You're like, I'm gonna throw this bottle at him, and I was like, I don't think you should, but if you do, I'm gonna watch.
I don't recall the events in question, man. I don't.
Let's talk about the song beef, bro. But you went back to back with Shoddy Horror.
You guys going
back to back, huh?
You think
like the end of Requiem of a Dream?
Is that an inevitable battle for you at this point? Or are you gonna battle fucking Shoddy?
I'll battle Shoddy, man.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I'll kill that fool. So they've been trying to set it up, and for whatever reason, he didn't want it. You know. I don't know. This shit's funny. What's your take on the whole? Before we even get into my spiel, you know, and like, and be honest, like, what's your take just from the start of it, from the original song where he name drops everything, just how you've viewed it the whole way through, like, because it's been a little cycle.
I loved the Shoddy's first one. I thought it was tight. I liked the way that he was talking shit about everybody, line for line. Yeah. And then I thought that the way you came back at Pat was great because it set up this whole situation where like, what the fuck's Pat gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, and this was before the Meek Mill and Drake shit. This was a week or two before that. So then they
were inspired. They were inspired by it.
And what's great was that you took they were inspired by it for sure. You took shots at Shoddy at the end of your Pat diss. You had a Shoddy section you had put together. Or vice versa, right? Did you start with the Shoddy shit and end with the Pat shit, or which way? It was Pat's shit first, then the Shoddy shit?
Nah, hey, you want to know what? You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you, exclusive DIRTBAG Dan show. This is exactly how it happened. The night, actually the evening before Shoddy dropped that, I recorded New Chain, and originally I was only gonna do because I was like, fuck Pat, man, let's do this, and I was just like, we want a storyline, I'm gonna give you a storyline then, you know what I'm saying? And I was just gonna do that, and then that same night, Shoddy dropped that song, so I didn't want to just instantly put out my shit because I felt like it took the wind out of the sails, like, oh, now he's just dissing a rapper, and I was like, what the fuck? Because actually I recorded that, I sent it to Chase. Chase texted me back like, yo, did you hear the Shoddy shit? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So then I was hella disappointed about that, like, god damn it, like, now it just looks like I'm on the bandwagon of dissing motherfuckers. So I'm like, well, get back in this, book my next session for the night, got right back in the studio, and I had to respond. That's actually why that's a 2-part diss track and why it came out like that.
All right.
Talk to him. I'm eating peanuts.
I didn't notice you were eating peanuts. I'm sorry. I
don't tell him. I'm being unprofessional.
Dirtbag's always eating peanuts.
Oh! With bars like that, you're sure to be the champ.
You're gonna cut all this out.
No.
So far.
No, what I was going to say was, and then, who came out with the back-to-back first? Was it you or was it Shoddy?
Or was it Drake?
It was
It was me. I came out with the back-to-back The thing was I didn't plan to drop that, and it was like 24 hours later. I was waiting for the mix, and I dropped like day after I dropped my version, of a back-to-back later. Like the very next day, I dropped my shit.
And then Shoddy dropped his back-to-back after.
5 days later.
5 days later. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. All right.
He's very sure. Look at his face.
He's like, hey. Yeah. So, my take on the whole situation. Fuck. I don't know. I feel like you guys have to battle. I'm gonna say in the song battle, I liked New Chain better than all of the stuff put together because it was both Shoddy and Pat all in one, and the New Chain, the Pat part was fucking dope. But I liked Shoddy's back-to-back better because it was just she was just fucking talking shit every single bar. You rap too much for fucking
too much
for dissing a motherfucker like that. His reminder.
Thing
I judge all songs.
Even in that shit though, I was dissing Pat too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But I judge all diss songs by Tupac Hit 'Em Up. That's my measure of all diss songs, and Shoddy's was closer to that in the sense.
I need to get two of the little homies on
Yeah,
one.
and just every line was just like fucking another shit talk, and that's what I liked about the first one that he did. But all overall, I think that New Chain was the best one out of the whole situation. But what I want to say about the whole thing overall is that it's fucking tight, and that I wish every battle rapper was doing this shit because it makes battles so much more interesting. And now clearly there's this desire to see Shoddy versus Illmac. We could see it in London. We could see it in King of the Dot in Toronto. We could see it on the West Coast. It's fucking awesome. So
Toronto is probably the most neutral ground.
Yeah, it totally is. Toronto is totally neutral ground because I think both of you guys.
How the fuck do you figure that?
And do you think at that point you'll be battling him for the chain or what? Will that be the situation? If it's in Toronto, that's probably it. If you win.
I don't know the logistics, man. I mean, I would love to bring the top home, and then really have the first title defense on the West Coast in recent history, to my memory. I think it's been since Grime Time, right?
Yeah.
No.
I
okay,
agree.
maybe I'm tripping.
Grime Time.
Yeah.
Grime Time belts are held by a
really
line, bro. They don't
shit
matter.
Back to the West Coast.
And have a tank.
I really want to bring this shit back to the West Coast because the thing is the why behind all this shit to me is not only because Pat's in the way. It's really because I feel like the Fresh Coast talent pool and the West Coast in general had, for a long period of time, is what really fueled King of the Dot and kept this shit alive. So I feel like it's been out there. He's proved he's that guy. That's fine. And he doesn't even want it no more. He talks about how it's a burden. He wants to battle Hollow. Album, cool. Well, now I'm here to liberate you of the burden and bring the chain back to the Fresh Coast and have a champion on West Coast where we can really reinstill and affirm our scene.
And if you want your fucking title back, then come here and come get it.
And I'm with you 100% because my whole focus is starting to put together this Battle of the Zay shit to where we can be a feeder league to King of the Dot and start developing some new talent. We had a kid at the tryouts named Frack who did good, so we put him against Lex D at the Battle of the Zay. If he does good there, then obviously that he should be in another fucking situation. Mad Flex is a kid who started with us and moved up. We need to be doing that shit. We need to be bringing energy back to the West
breeding
Coast.
New talent.
Yeah, but back on the West Coast.
Yeah, that's what keep the shit young.
We lost. We used to have Caustic was one of the fucking tryouts. We used to have such a strong scene out here that there was so many kids who were sitting at home like, I got bars, I can rap, I should go to fucking one of these grind time battles and try out and see if I could be in the league, you know? And not really since Caustic has there been that kind of opportunity out here. If there's a West Coast champion and we're literally having title events on this side of the fucking map, then and we're putting together opportunities for kids to try out, then logically it doesn't seem like it's so far-fetched. Because if it's in Toronto and it's fucking Pat Stay versus Sharon for the fucking chain, then what's the incentive for a kid who lives in San Francisco to think he can ever have an opportunity to do that? But if it's fucking Illmac and
that's exactly what exactly what I'm saying, and what my whole thing like mindset going into this is that they've had the champion Pat, you know, hats off to him, and he knows this. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck if I'm battling him. You know, he's been a great champion, but now it's time for it's time to fuel the next shit. Like you can relate to this fucking with, you know, UFC and everything like that. I don't think there's been a champion, Irish champion before Conor McGregor, but now all the schools are generating prospects out there like crazy. It's because now they know it's a possibility. I want to bring that possibility back to the West Coast, back to the fresh coast. So it's not just, you know, it's not just the top guys that are eating and then, you know, whoever else. Like we used to run this shit, and the reason was because prior to grind time, not to kick up mummy dust, there was battles going on everywhere. It's so competitive. I flew out there to Cali specifically to keep my sword sharp, and everyone was always battling each other, and it was very competitive. And that was, you know, the like sign that, oh, I could do this. There's a battle, you know, a couple hours away or wherever where I can go and compete against the best, and that sends signals to people, you know. And that's what I'm trying to bring back to the West Coast by bringing this chain back, you know.
Well, fuck it. We're right here with you, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's hard to root against you when you talk about it like that.
Yeah.
But go win that shit.
And come on, it's you versus Pat, bro. It's a fucking literal David and Goliath situation. So how do you lose this?
Yeah.
How do you lose this,
Did
Greg?
Did you say it's a little David and Goliath situation?
But if you say that though, then, like Goliath, David ain't gonna have his slingshot against me though. Yeah. Because if you really look at the history of this, I'm Goliath. I'm Goliath.
Okay. No, you're right. No, you're
he ain't
right.
gonna have his slingshot against me though.
You're right though. But I mean, you're really, you know who you're really going up against in this battle. I mean, realistically, it's Illmac versus Illmac. More than anybody in the battle, fuck what your opponent's going to do. You have no control over that. It's just you versus you, and whether you're going to be the Illmac that is the best one, the one that beat fucking, you know what I mean? Like the one that beat Big T or Big K, or the one that fucking, you know what I mean, battled conceded, you know what I mean? It's which one shows up. But more than anything, it's Toronto, bro.
Right.
It's fucking Toronto. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go to his fucking backyard and do that shit. So you're Rocky in Russia, bro. It's epic. So, but I'm definitely.
Hey, but you seen how that shit ended, right? And
that's what I said.
To be honest,
we're so biased on this show.
Exactly.
Where are you from?
No, hey, to be honest, and this is something that, you know, you'll hear from my mouth multiple times, because the thing is like, looking at this shit objectively, everybody says my biggest obstacles are his crowd control. That's number one. But if you look at the history, he only does that at home. That isn't crowd control, because you can't do that outside of Toronto. So really what that is he doesn't have crowd control over Toronto. Toronto has pack control in Toronto. Okay. So once you take away that, that's no longer a strength. That's a weakness. That's no longer an advantage. That's a handicap. And that's what I'm going to do, a World Domination 5, that I don't think he realizes.
Damn, you really get me hyped up on some like NWO shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're gonna go in there and spray paint the chain. Little Illmac letters.
He's gonna be like,
And the best part about it is I know exactly what he's gonna do already. And the funny thing is, what makes it even better is I don't think he realizes what he's gonna do yet, which means I see what he's gonna do before he does. I can't lose. It's over, man.
Oh my god!
Well,
go win that shit.
Yeah,
never face like.
Keep it shiny for me, because I'm probably gonna have.
Yeah,
it
no.
soon.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm glad because as soon as you get it, I'm gonna step back in the ring. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna take that chain from you. But I'm super excited to fucking to see the battle. I will be there doing the pay-per-view. So I'll be in the building. I'll be there to celebrate with you when you fucking win. I'll be there to bet money on you against fucking Canadians, and I hope I get odds because I fucking deserve them.
Yeah, I'm gonna find somebody to bet a good amount of chunk of change against, and I'm gonna put money on me.
Let's do it
against whoever's got 4 digits and up.
I'm with you. I'm literally down to put a rack on you, whoever's fucking watching this shit. Hypothetically, we're not gonna gamble, folks, but holler at your boy if you.
I'm
exactly what that
literally going to do this.
I'm not gonna do it, but you know what's up. If you want to hit me up, we could probably make that happen.
Hit my Facebook. Hit my IG.
All right, man. I'm hanging up on you. It's been great.
I appreciate you, man. Good looks, Dirtbag Dan. Only an L coming soon, bitches.
All right, man. That was great. We just had an ultra candid interview with.
There was a bunch of shit talk. I like that.
Man, this episode is fucking awesome.
It's beef heavy.
Jonah Tacoma was fucking
much like a 69.
He's got beef with that.
Pat State Illmac. We still got battles to talk about.
Is that going in the show? Fuck.
Oh yeah, 69. Look at that fucking.
It's so gross. Like
Why?
it's
Why are you going
because
away from
it's
that?
us doing.
That's the problem.
Hey guys, me and Skylar been talking.
I don't know what the follow up is.
What you guys talking about?
I'm a little confused.
I was just waiting for
What
Skylar.
happened?
I was just waiting for Skylar to go. What?
Sound like you're about to run away together.
Strawberry.
So you didn't have a
The strawberry
follow-up.
is good.
Right.
Let's see if we can get to the van.
Mystery
in time
solved.
to fucking
What van?
handle the caravan. Let's talk about these battles. We have 0 video questions this week. Everybody sucks.
What the fuck?
Irish Rasta sent me a link that doesn't work. Nothing from Logan. Young Duck is fucking mystery. I went out hunting for
strung
him.
out.
I brought a dog.
You went
It's
duck
fucking
hunting?
full kept popping up from the bushes and just going.
No dick.
And yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Who
dude.
has no dick?
At one point, he went like this. He put his hands out like this.
Your dog has hands.
Let's talk about these battles this week because there's some fucking.
got 5 battles on the week.
Oh, it's been a while.
There it is.
Very nice.
A lot of battles.
5 battles.
Skylar, I got hard when you pressed that.
Oh, come on.
And you never press that button
What is
again.
happening to
Never
this
do
show?
that again. 69 bitches.
Oh god.
All right.
Here we are.
Is there anybody watching still? Is there anybody left?
What? Hold on. Okay, I know what we're talking about.
If you're still
now.
watching, you might have more problems than we do.
Oh,
Know how many boners you just got?
yo, can we talk about K-Shine and DNA?
We got 5 battles on
I came.
Skylar's trying to finish him off.
Oh.
God damn it.
Can we talk about?
Can we just stop the show now? Can we just be done?
That's it? Hit the button.
Dude, yeah, I told you not to do it, and you like rubbed one out for him.
Can we talk
Good
about?
job.
Guys, Jesus. Can we talk about K-Shine and DNA versus Marv and Quest?
Yeah.
Sure. Can we?
Will we?
What
So
are
I
we
understand
saying?
I understand it was in Detroit.
Okay.
I also understand that the Detroit audience is intensely biased.
Yeah.
Based on
Previous relations.
The most obvious version of that was the Red Bull contest where they basically made DNA cry and run off stage. Just a terrible event where they made sure that the Detroit person won by booing
Landslide.
everybody off stage violently who battled that same person from Detroit. But this is a completely different crowd. This was a battle-ready audience, ready to watch battles, big fans of the people who were in the building. They reacted to DNA and K-Shine. DNA and K-Shine were getting reaction when they were
up
on
until
point.
a certain point. Their first round was,
in the
was
first
all
round.
right. Their first round, it was going back and forth.
The first
I don't know.
round-
I think at some point something got to K-Shine. Something like it's like you ever seen The Happening where they like smell the air and for no reason they just like go nuts. Like,
You think it was
like,
just
he
you
really
you
just,
can't
like-
you can't pinpoint what happened?
I can't tell what it is, but it looks like he gets like uncomfortable at some point.
Well, he
Because
gets
in
shook.
the second round, he gets real like quiet and like doesn't he lost like the momentum. I don't know if he did
Last
the
week
shit
we
that
were
well.
talking about the news from Redemption where K-Shine and Chess had an incident.
Right.
Because Chess or one of them got in each other's face. And then we seen
And
in
the battle,
this
the battle couldn't continue because of a
And the battle
physical
could-
altercation.
Yeah, because it was
And,
because it was URL's first 2-on-2,
Right.
unfortunately, that never got to be finished all the way through.
Right.
In this battle, we see
Yeah, we have Marvin Quest like deliver like a pretty fucking Marvin Questy bar.
Yeah.
and they get
and
up,
they do it real well.
and they get up and they surround K-Shine and fucking. Basically, it was just K-Shine. They just both quests
singled
got
them
on
out.
one
It just-
side.
It just takes Marv to surround someone, or what?
Marv was on 3 sides. Quest was on one side. They surrounded K-Shine, and K-Shine felt so threatened
He felt
by
very-
just how
very
close they were
uncomfortable very
that
quickly.
he pushed them.
He pushed off of them.
And they were like, "What the fuck?" And then he pushed back harder. And then Quest was like, "Yo, you need to chill the fuck out." And there was a moment where the battle was going to get hectic, but cooler heads prevailed. And by cooler heads, I mean Marvin Quest, because the reality is that K-Shine was in Detroit.
Yeah.
And if Marvin Quest wanted to fucking,
it would not have gone well.
it would have been a terrible situation.
been
for
a
them.
really bad
and in the battle, I believe afterwards, Quest says,
we just saved your
"I
life.
just saved your life
By not
The-
reacting to this shit, we just saved your life.
not reacting to the shit. We just saved your life."
Damn.
I really felt like, based on.
That took all the wind out of his sails.
And
for
I was
sure.
thinking. I mean, I was thinking about the Marvin Quest that battled Shuffle T and Marlowe, and I was like, man, they haven't been really a great team as of late in these 2-on-2s. They were fucking cooking in this battle, literally
Yeah.
the whole
That was
way through.
Like
They
the
were-
best
yeah.
I've seen for sure.
This slowed the beat your ass shit didn't kind of slow down for a little bit, but that's
That was the
classic
very end.
shit.
You're
But
right,
that was
you're
the
That's
very end,
classic shit, and you know what I mean. It was long rounds, but they just pretty much handled shit the whole time. And yeah, it just seemed like K-Shine got lost in the moment there for a second, in the second and third, because he just wasn't.
and then
He wasn't himself. He wasn't the same like energetic.
And
effective
Okay,
himself.
let's talk about DNA for a second though, because I do believe
Oh my
that he dropped this gem.
You're going in on this?
I'm already excited.
Oh yeah.
It was magical. It was magical. What did he say? Shouts out
Here,
to
hold
Don't
on.
Fly.
That noise makes me want to die
Let me help us out here.
a little bit. Andrew laughed. That's all that matters.
just
Andrew
gonna-
really thought I was funny. Give me water, but he's not.
Cause we battling at the grasshopper. Now hold on.
Oh, hold on. That was the bar. That was the bar. That was the end of the bar. Let's hear the whole bar. Let's hear the whole fucking,
hold on.
Let's hear the whole magical fucking bar that my friend DNA put together here.
I got
Genius.
mad choppers. Yesterday I heard your lady tried to bug me, but I fucked her cause I asked proper. See, we was both together. We was in sex. It was glad proper. I did that last scheme cause we.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
they were
wait.
both together. They was in sex. It was glad
It was glad proper.
Glad
Which he
proper.
rhymed with ass proper.
Yeah.
This fool said they were in sex.
They were in sex.
That is literally what like a 5-year-old would tell like his 6-year-old homie
They were in
about what
sex.
his sister was doing with her fucking boyfriend
On the
in
couch
the room. He was
when they
like,
were making out.
I came in the house and they was in sex. I came in and I seen them. They were in sex. I know because his pants was off.
I picture.
I think we're missing the main point, which is what the fuck is glad proper?
Yeah, what the
mean?
fuck is glad
Hey,
proper?
hey, no, hold on. They was in sex. We was glad proper.
Is that like a way to say having?
I can't even.
Maybe
do
glad proper is like he's saying he had a condom on.
No, yeah, Glad makes condoms now, and they're called propers. They're called propers.
They call them propers.
proper toppers.
Glad propers.
Proper toppers. Once you prop, the fun don't stop.
Right?
Yo, so DNA obviously this is DNA's
yeah,
like
Andrew.
set up. He's like, and the whole reason he said it was for this.
Battling at the grasshopper. Now hold on.
And people reacted to that because the name of the venue was called the Grasshopper. So clearly they don't hate DNA and K-Shine because any fucking audience in the world like that doesn't have any love for them would have been like, yo,
That was not glad
That was
proper.
Yo, you
dumb
just
as
said
that was
sex glad proper.
You said you were in sex with a girl, which is like ridiculous. That sounds like how aliens describe. Hold on, we must be in sex. They're like,
Sounds like he's never even
like
touched
the
a boob.
coneheads.
Yeah.
That's how the coneheads try to fool their neighbors. I was in sex with my wife. It's like,
Must engage in sex.
dude,
Do you engage in sex?
I don't think.
Ever? I don't think you
think DNA does, bro.
You don't think he has sex? You
That's
think he's
crazy.
just like a man child?
Look at how he dresses. I don't know how to answer that question properly.
I don't know. It was. Let's say he was glad proper at sex. He does it in sex.
Does he mean like
sometimes he's always
happy
Hey,
and
go.
done
Hold
correctly?
on, Charlie. Look, if you fold out the couch, sometimes I'll be in sex. It's glad proper.
Dog, it's gotta like. It's amazing that you're still adding to this
What about
like library of like fucking words you made up.
Hey, sooner than
really
later,
is, huh?
we're gonna make an announcement about me and this fucking goofy, toothless motherfucker getting battled. Yeah. I'm gonna drink a strawberryito when I battle him.
You're
too.
getting battles?
Why do you
getting
not want to
battles.
win?
Who's getting battles that I'm
getting
glad proper?
Dude, our battles are gonna be glad proper. Afterwards, I go home, me and my wife, and sex.
You're gonna be in battle.
I'm gonna be in battle. Then be in sex.
Hey, go battle. We was in it.
We was in battle.
Hey man, remember when we was in battle?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey yo, that shit was glad proper.
Yo, that was 3-0 though, Marvin Quest, no question.
Yeah.
How about that third round?
Dominated.
Let's play Swear to God.
Yeah. Play swear to God
Now,
right
is
now.
you lying or is you telling the truth or something?
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, he brought up the
He lied.
He brought up Zombie Hooker Fest.
he lied
We
about one
previously
thing.
talked
He
about
lied about one thing because he said K-Shine said no right away, and I'm like, kind of got
Doesn't
video.
sound like swear to God to me.
I kind of got video footage on my phone.
Yeah, he said
He
said he swore to God he didn't get to busted prostitutes and then scrapping with him in the
I
hotel.
kinda-
Dog, you put them on Instagram of them drop kicking each other off the bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah.
It's awesome. Have you, dude? One girl
no
jumps
one's mad
off the
at that.
bed and kicks the other girl in the face.
There's other Instagram video on K-Shine's Instagram.
I didn't even
it's
see
not on
that.
K-Shine.
He posted it. Oh.
Whoever that dude was in the Argentina jersey, but that dude was
Oh,
fucking
that
hilarious.
dude's the man. Because he's the dude who high-fived me. Because I can't. He was like, "Yo, you got this."
Yeah, but he was like in the room when the fight started, and like just like he's like you like watch the girl like jump off the bed. He's like, oh, he's like, oh shit. It was like fucking WrestleMania in there, dude.
Wow.
And then they spill out into the hallway, and there's
I
this
wonder why, bro.
one titty out, just flopping, about to knock herself out and shit.
They were stuck together like two dogs with their
like
dick
banging each
like,
other.
When a
yeah.
dog gets his dick stuck in a pussy and they're like walking around. I remember being in fucking elementary school and seeing dogs on the fucking like playground, like stuck together. And I'm like, what are they doing? And the teacher's like, well, I don't know.
That's gonna take him 30 minutes.
Later, come to find out, his dick is stuck in that dog's pussy, and they're walking. Oh my god! What? And those girls were literally like that, just holding each other's hair, like let go, let go. They both had a death grip. One's they're both screaming let go, but they're both holding on for dear life. What the
Just
fuck?
as an afterthought, I feel like the dog could get stuck in worse places.
Yeah, he could. At least. Hey.
All right.
Yo, at least he was in sex. He was glad proper.
What's the next battle?
So you got Mr. Insects and Mr. Emotional.
The next battle is
Man, child, and emotional. Is it
Pedro versus himself.
How about that? A mirror match.
Yo, Pedro's what he was like. It's mom joke time.
Pedro
He's
kept
like,
it real as
your
fuck.
mom makes me. What did he say? She bought me a PS3 3 times.
Explain how they did this though. How did they do a mirror match, Dirt?
I don't know. Definition was the first one I seen do it. Was that?
I mean, for the people who.
Well, no, he battles himself in a
mirror.
reflection. It wasn't a mirror; it was like an iPad this time. But he was like recording it, so because they put parts of that into the video.
Okay,
you know what I mean, which is cool too.
Hey, in that video, you see the Irish Rasta chilling in the background.
Shout out
if
to him.
only in the iPad shot. Yeah. You see right over Pedro's shoulder the Irish Rasta sitting there laughing at fucking.
This fool
Pedro.
kind of looks like the Jamaican Grim Reaper or some shit.
He
dude.
is,
He looked like he was
crazy,
having fun,
bro.
huh?
You creep.
Boom.
Bang.
And they're creeping.
Shit.
Oh, what up? What's going on?
What
Yeah,
Pedro's shit was tight. He had a lot of good ones, and
He said he fucked his girl.
yeah, which
That
is
was a pretty good start.
That was pretty good.
That was like his opening line.
His mom bought him birthday cakes.
Yeah.
with money in the card.
Money in the card.
And she loves him from the heart.
Yeah.
Love me from the
Oh,
heart.
so
That shit
good.
was pretty good.
I was entertained by the whole thing. Thoroughly.
Yeah.
He ripped his shirt like Hulk
Yeah, he
Hogan.
ripped his shirt. And he was like, and he slapped himself in the face.
Yo, he said what did he say about he just battled the mirror and lost, and that's his only confirmed lost to date.
Yeah, that's my only confirmed loss to date. Oh, Pedro's my favorite motherfucker ever. Yo, he's so fun to hang out with. We were in he like fully had intended to eat magic truffles, like with, just he was going to do that anyways, no matter what.
Right.
You know,
I believe that.
And he was so fucked up in Amsterdam the whole time. And at one point, I caught him at like fucking 7 a.m, like waiting to go to my flight and shit. And they were like chilling in their room and shit. I went in and smoked a joint with them, and they were like fucking. He was the most mellow person ever. He was like, "Yeah, bro."
Yeah, I've kicked with Pedro a lot out there.
But
he's a good kid.
It's just he's super like on 10 every time I see him, and then I just caught him one time, just like, "Yeah, bro."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
Shout out to Pedro for taking his first official loss.
Must be tough, bro.
It's difficult.
Dude, something tells me that'll be the only one.
Yeah.
It's
mom joke time. Your mom's got a tattoo, the Umbro sign.
Yeah, let's talk about. Speaking of don't flop, let's talk about Deep Throat Thug versus Danny Jack.
Hold on.
All right,
hold on. Say that again.
Hold on.
I gotta put this video on for Skylar so he can see who Deep Throat Thug is.
Yeah, this is the only one I didn't get to see.
Oh, bro. Deep Throat Thug.
Oh my god.
I hope this is a chick. I really.
Deep Throat Thug is
And
a
if
chick.
it's not, what the fuck you gonna do about it, homie?
I would not battle a
You
dude.
ain't saying shit to Deep Throat
Yeah,
Thug ever.
I don't think any
She's
of
the
you guys would
DP
want to
Thug.
battle a dude named Deep
DP Thug now.
DP Thug, homie.
That's not. I don't know if you think throat stands with P or.
Hey,
What-
bro.
Oh yeah, where am I at, huh?
Yeah.
where's
Damn,
your
hey,
ass?
well,
Sorry,
you're fucking
guys.
advancing her status already.
DP Thug.
I'm telling you, if Deep Throat Thug,
If DP Thug.
DP Thug's kind of dope.
DP Thug?
I think
that
that's
better
her.
not be a dude either.
That's her teammate. It's her counterpart, dude.
This is terrible.
Double pen Thug.
if Deep Throat Thug,
can't deal with
it's too easy for episode 69. I said I'd come out of retirement to battle her. And Caustic said, "Oh, your wife would like that." I'd be like, "Baby, I'm going to London to battle Deep Throat Thug." That's Deep Throat Thug. That's DP. That's Deep Throat Thug. You want to hear a rap?
Skyler's like, not bad.
Just call it DP.
This is
Apple called her DP, bro. He called her DP. Okay, let's listen to a rap.
Dude.
Yo, it's Danny Jack. I love her.
I love this guy's angle too.
Danny Jack's approach the whole battle.
It's 3 60-second rounds, no judge, you know the score.
Yo.
Right hand side, let's go. Let's go,
Danny Jack, you're the human embodiment of a fanny pack. And you're black, which is often associated with rap, so initially made me nervous.
Good.
But then I started listening to some of your verses, and I rolled over to your mum like, bitch, have you heard this? But she was too busy trying to eat her own pussy to notice. So I turned that shit off and I fucked her and then did. We were all there and we all took a turn in fisting that bitch's self.
There she goes.
Feels like next time you're down there,
you
mate,
deep
there's more
throat
meat
his
hanging
mom?
between those thighs than on Bowski's dinner plate. Just because Freud said the Oedipus complex was innate doesn't mean you have to spend so much time coming on her face. But that shit dribbles out of your flaccid dick because you've never had an erection. And your punchlines flop like a wobbly cock because your dog voice lacks inflection. What is that shit you're
Likes
dressed
her
in?
so much, it won't let me pause it. I'm literally trying to show her.
She got one off.
The TV's getting throated.
The TV is deep in the throat of the thug at this point.
This is some thug throat.
The TB got
Dribbling out of your flaccid cock.
She's like a. DP Thug is not playing around about flaccid cocks at all.
So let's break down Deep Throat Thug.
Just break her down. I don't think you need to.
Yo, so look, she's clearly like a cute chick, which is even more valuable in a country full of fucking.
Oh, man.
A lot of average-looking bitches out there.
Praying for basic stuff.
Let the married guy fucking give his own opinions. It does not reflect those of the rest.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying. I've been on public transit out there, and I played the game of how many people will I fuck on this train, and it's pretty grim in the UK.
How are those odds over here?
3 chicks, 1 dude, not good. That's a bad dirtbag day.
It's a bad ratio. It's a bad ratio, London. I should want to fuck more human beings.
I'm definitely not going to be in sex later.
I should want to fuck more human beings on this train.
All right. Okay, so she's got that going for her.
But she's not tight at rapping.
No.
But everyone's like, yeah, because I like your name.
I wonder if she really can deep throat.
I think she can.
Maybe there's another meaning.
She looks like she has soft lips. What's cracking? Yo, your boy Danny Jack's approach.
Yo, your boy fucking Daniel Martinez about to get a divorce on episode.
My wife don't watch this shit.
Man, I gotta say,
Timestamper, dog. Timestamper right now.
The best part about Danny Jack. Can we get Danny Jack on the screen?
Yeah. We gotta hear some of
Danny
that
Jack
shit.
looks so much like Dave Chappelle in whiteface. It's fucking crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, he also
like when Dave Chappelle dressed up as the white news reporter dude.
I just want to hear you breathing.
This is Danny Jack.
yeah.
This is Danny Jack. I thought she was gonna be Danny Jack. I couldn't believe it.
No, you thought the dude was gonna be Deep Throat Thug?
Deep Throat Thug?
I thought he was gonna be DP. Yeah.
Danny Jack. Yo, yeah.
Stand.
Yo, he looks like
Those are some great New York boobs.
from Trading Wives. He was like,
Trading Wives, yeah.
I'll just put my penis to the boxer hole.
Can you turn the music down? I just want to hear you breathing.
Yo, Your boy Danny Jack said a few hilarious things.
Yeah.
One of them was
Your boy talks like the Pink Panther.
he said he was like I just want to be. He was like, let me inside you. And he looked in her eyes and he said, let me inside you. And then he was like, with a name like that, wouldn't it be ironic if she choked up?
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
That's bar of the year.
He said some other shit. He said some sly shit in between his bars. He was like, seriously, though, I would love you.
No. He was said he had this whole scheme about how fuck her. Like I don't give a fuck about this bitch. But then like every time in between the bars, he would be like, but seriously, I mean that shit. I would go down on you. like it's just being.
And then at one point he said he would support everything.
Yeah, he was like, I would support everything you do.
Fucking.
I would support everything.
Oh my god. Fucking Danny friend zone over here.
Danny friend zone. Yeah, he gave her a hug too.
He gave her a hug in the battle.
That was friend zone territory.
Danny's never getting laid.
How much talcum powder do you use?
Okay, look. So
dribbling from your flaccid cock.
So I don't want to give strategy away, but if I ended up battling Deep Throat Thug, my 3-round strategy would be round 1. I don't care how much you want to suck this dick. You can't suck this dick. And then round 2. And then round 2 would be like,
I don't care how much I want you to suck this dick.
No.
You can't suck this dick.
Round 2 would be like this. My wife caught me sending Facebook messages to you. It's all bad. Stop hitting me up there.
Cease and desist.
do not hit me up on Facebook anymore. Shoot me a Twitter DM.
Do not seek the treasure.
And then round 3 would be like, I told you, bitch, you can't have this dick. You're ridiculous. Get the fuck off me. I won't fuck you. I won't fuck you. I won't fuck you. I will not.
So it's going to decline in the third.
Yeah, you really fought.
All right.
Yeah, it's not good.
All right,
it's not a good strategy.
You got to rethink that.
Terrible
She could have hit you with a diss track.
But she sucks at rapping. So
you don't want to finish early like that, man.
Oh.
I feel like
not with Deep Throat Thug.
I feel like I probably would finish super early.
There you go. Hey, congratulations.
What the fuck is happening on
probably-
this episode?
What's happening is Dirtbag Dan accepts who he is.
Thug it out
I
of
feel
you.
like we've been.
He's proud of who he is.
She's gonna let those thug dubs go. Shit.
Nah.
Yeah, no thug love.
Okay.
Thug life.
Okay. Video game battle. How about that?
That was a good
That
one.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Skyler, press the button. I'm gonna get a boner.
Don't press
that button.
Please don't press
do not
it,
do
especially
that.
on boner command.
Yeah.
Not
If you cause this boner, fuck
after
you.
talking about Deep Throat Thug for so long,
Yeah,
I'm not pressing the
He's
boner
probably
button.
already got one. He's just trying to get finished off.
It's like when you do
I
this.
think he's done already.
You go, guys.
Dribbling out of your flaccid penis.
I gotta go to the bathroom. And you walk away like that.
Yo, Dirt just lost like 2 feet.
Right? Of what?
Oh,
What?
man.
What are you guys
What?
fucking
What?
talking
2 feet
about?
of height.
Man, I gotta take a poo all of a
How
sudden.
many subscribers can we lose in 1 week?
Watch the numbers just drop.
Video game battle between Quill and Harry
Super
Becker.
tight. Fucking Kruger edited.
Kruger,
this
you're
bitch.
amazing.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
so fucking awesome, dude. That was
That
such
editing was epic.
You know right where to find all the little references. You help everybody understand, and you're a good kid, man.
The battle was great. The writing was great on
gonna
its
be
own.
all right.
The writing was great on its own. Kruger made it magnificent.
Yeah.
I think Quill's video game bars were so like interwoven and fucking
Yeah.
Dude, the
deep.
way he
mentioned
was like
so many, right?
he was
Dude,
like-
he would go like in and out of games. Like it was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty
Like,
tight.
I was pretty impressed.
Harry
Like,
had really good general bars, but they were so softball fucking to the audience, like the Game Boy one. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
He said
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
Nintendo
Damn.
bring bad bars.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
And
I
dude,
like that one.
what about Quill's bad bar?
Which one?
She played that game where they farmed because they grew peas.
Oh, grew peas.
Because they grew
Oh, dude, that was a
peas.
great one.
Ah, yeah,
That's
that
tight.
was tight.
That was even dope.
That was dope.
His bad bar was dope.
Good job, Quill. You're on your way, man. I watched him battle in Chicago too, and he's real good, man.
I generally just liked all of the whole battle. I think both of the guys killed it.
Yeah.
I think the editing was fucking. Don't
Is that
ever
Illmac
text me
again?
while I'm on this show because I'm killing it, yo.
Sound like Master Shake. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is they were both amazing.
You got 5 battles on.
You gave him a boner. Skyler.
What else is going on?
You're participating in this.
No,
Like
it was
Master
good.
P. Na.
Shout out to it was a 1-rounder. It was pretty straightforward. I thought it was pretty good.
That was dope. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was tight.
Sorry, that was the first one I've done like that, right?
And just Kruger editing in like every little reference, every little small thing you can get. It just right there visually for you, kind of fucking makes it even better.
Yeah.
So fucking good concept.
What did that fool say? He said his mom grinds choppers like
Tony Hawk in the hangar.
In the hangar, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty good.
grinds choppers like Tony. Dude, some of the references were so
It was
fucking
very specific.
Yeah.
I like that. Abel said I should do one of those.
I think you do well.
I might be down.
Yeah.
I might fuck you up at that shit.
Finally, Disaster versus Chilla Jones. We didn't talk about this before.
Yeah.
Is that the last
Dude,
one?
that's the last one. Chilla was hella boring. Disaster was super emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dope battle on Disaster and Chilla's half, but the audience wasn't really feeling it, and that kind of took away from the general energy of the whole battle as a whole. But I also feel like there were moments in there that were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like when Disaster was doing the whole shit about PH, I fucking love that. And in the building,
Yeah, that
that
stuck
shit,
out.
I was a little drunk, but in the building, that shit made me like teary-eyed. It was so fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, because we were all like, when he was like, look at me, Lush, he was like, you remember I spent hours on the phone with him. Like there was.
That's true, man, because we all did. Like, we've all, like... You know what I mean?
Everybody did. Like when he said that and we were talking about it outside, there were literally 10 other people that I talked to that day, rappers. Reverse Live, you know?
Yeah.
You, fucking Disaster, obviously. Just everybody. Peanut. Everybody you could think of. Like so many of my friends that had spent hours on the phone talking to PH about battles they had coming up, the shit that was going on, you know, just regular shit. Like, so like to hear Disaster break all that shit down in a battle was fucking just, it was crazy. It was kind of hard to watch and super needed to be said, and it was fucking epic.
Yeah.
It
I
made
was scheduled to battle PH like 3 times.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's crazy that it never happened.
Just everybody has something with PH. I
Yeah.
swear, like every single person in battle rap on so many different levels of the tier system, all the way top to bottom, have some kind of affiliation with Pumpkinhead, with PH, with fucking Robert Diaz, like the dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like on a real level, like talk to him about real life shit.
Never acted like a superstar, and he that shit. He just was what he was, and everybody fucked with that. You know what I'm saying? So,
That and what's it sucks that life is that way, but you never really fucking look at shit that way until.
So do your
you
best,
lose
and people will say nice shit about you when you pass away too.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's balls. It sucks, but and even me I could definitely say I didn't realize how fucking much that dude didn't have his own interest at heart in his endeavors. How much of what he did was about putting somebody else on. I didn't realize that shit until he died, because then so many people were like, oh yeah, man, that's why I'm here, you know? And you're like, oh fuck, I totally see it now.
Yeah.
I totally see that dude.
PH
put most
gave
of
me
it-
my first trip to New York ever. It was my first out-of-state battle.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, changed a lot of my life.
Yeah,
You know,
that's dope.
specifically.
That's
Gave me
dope.
a chance, and I always fucked with that. You know
There's
what I
like
mean?
there's like the obvious like inspiration aspect of it, but then there's like the literal like he helped me get from point A to point B in this way or another.
So regardless how people felt about that bar or whatever, it was necessary, and I'm glad he did it.
And also during like the whole shit with Disaster and Math, PH was the one dude that like wasn't like, because a lot of not other battle rappers, but like people in the scene specifically that weren't battle rappers, but people who were in the scene, whether they be media folks or whatever, like didn't want to fuck with any of us at all after that.
Yeah.
And PH was like someone who we all had, you know, his phone number, and if he called, we see it pop up on our phone. So when it through all that shit, he never really like was like, oh fuck yeah, like it's all bad with Dan because of some shit that Disaster did,
yeah.
or even it's all bad with Disaster because of some shit that happened between Disaster and Math. Like PH always kept it like on the 1-to-1 with all the individuals in the process. He didn't like, he wasn't one of the people that lumped all of us in as a whole when that shit went down.
Word.
And I think that that's what the point that Disaster was making more than anything, that through all that shit and him being suspended for all that time, PH was the one dude who from out there, along with Swave and Penn, but like PH, you know, vocally, like was the one dude who was like not making it an issue between the East and the West dudes, you know what I mean? Or like saying that like Disaster would have a problem if he came out, you know what I mean? Or felt threatened by working with us in any way, shape, or form.
He would actually be the one to be like, "Nah, you're good to come out here."
Yeah, exactly.
You know
And
what I mean?
no, never, not while, because I even people told even me after the Hip Hop DX shit that I said that I think was taken out of context that I didn't see it being a bad thing at the time.
What?
When Disaster punched Math.
Oh,
I said that in a Hip Hop DX interview, and fools and then were like, "Oh, we'll see you when you come out here." And I was like, "Well, what, dude? Like, I'm just saying that's the guy that punches people." And what you didn't put in that sentence was the sentence after, where obviously it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? But at the time, I didn't see it as being that bad of a thing because it got fucking 1 million views overnight, and it was obviously like put so much eyes.
And
on
he was like, "Do it, do it, do it."
Yeah, exactly. And it was the guy who punches people and all that shit. But obviously, like, what the continuation of that sentence was in the end, that's a fucking bad look for everybody. And it's something that fucking is going to cost the West Coast big events. And it did for a while. We've scaled everything down to back to basics, which is better for everybody in the long run in the first place, but a reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Back to the battle, though.
Chilla and Disaster.
Yeah.
Chilla was super.
Rounds, right?
Chilla was super boring.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Disaster got emotional, almost made me cry. Talking about PH, and then I tuned out.
Here's the thing, though.
All right.
Chilla.
Thanks for singing.
It was
that
2
to
rounds.
us.
I
It was
appreciate
2
that.
rounds, right? It was 2 rounds, right?
I thought Chilla, though.
Was it 3 rounds?
It was 2 rounds.
Okay,
rounds.
cool, because that's all I watched.
Yeah, I was about to say we didn't make it to the 3rd round because there wasn't one. But yeah, I mean, it's hard. Can anybody call a winner here? I mean,
go ahead. Sorry.
Disaster.
I feel like Chilla was more consistent at rapping, which is part of the name of the game. I feel like Disaster was pretty like all over the place.
Yeah, he definitely was more all over the place than usual.
Disaster had bigger lines ultimately, but Chilla had a consistent, reaction going from the crowd, and it's kind of hard to call because. Do you fault Disaster for kind of stumbling through most of it, or
What was the Chilla line that we were talking about later because it was so ridiculous?
Oh, the tornado.
Tornado.
Fucking Source's favorite bar ever said by anybody. But
Yeah,
you should have. But you should have tornado.
But you should have tornado.
Hey, what I was gonna say though, I thought
makes me want to die inside.
Chilla.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I thought Chilla, most like a lot of Disaster's opponents, did pretty well. But the thing is, Disaster's ability to be present on the spot and to do things that are just relevant for the moment overshadows and makes the other person that comes with written material seem out of touch with the moment, out of date. So when they try to do their thing, no one's really fucking with their shit. That's a hard thing to beat. How do you because all this battle rap shit is about the moment. It's about being there. You know what I'm saying?
Disaster's hard to be in the ring with, man. He's so all over the place and just performance based. You know what I mean? You have to find a way to diffuse that, and I feel like Chilla didn't really diffuse
There's
that.
not a lot of people who really could. I think the only people who could are the people like him that are evolved for this shit. Like him and Pedro would be a dope battle. I don't know if anyone's talked about that.
It'll happen.
That would be dope. They would just spaz on each other the whole time.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
You know what I mean?
Disaster and Pedro?
Yeah.
You do
They did like a 2-on-2 against each other, didn't they?
Light.
We off the air?
Let's get out of here, Skylar. This
What's
shit's
happening?
fucking terrible.
This is the worst episode ever, guys.
Yeah. Episode 69.
You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. I am vagina.
Vagina.
You guys are worse than us.